sealed joints there. Just had the toilet flushed for me. So the stack pipe is actually completely clear. However, it is obviously leaking on the outside and it isn't blocked. But up here you'll see a better angle of it. And basically it's the sealed joints there. So if I zoom in on that, there you go. So you can see where it's leaking up, which is just there. And also just there. It's moving its way down, but that is the main area there where the problem is. It is asbestos pipe. So asbestos cement pipe. And you can tell by, obviously that's a hole in the pipe there. If it was cast iron, then it would have a tingy sound. What it is you've got, every time the toilet is being flushed, it is coming down and obviously leaking down this pipe here. It would require removing the entire stack pipe because there are issues with holes in it. There's obviously up there as well where it's leaking out. So we would probably, thinking about it, we would probably have to remove it and then put a new pipe over the top. But yeah, you've got nice little bugs as well there, all there. So I have that one there, which is the bathtub, that one there, which is the bathroom sink, and this one here is the toilet, obviously. And then you can see it goes up and vents out through the roof just there. However, there's also another thing that needs to be pointed out. There's constant, let me get the, hopefully don't drop that down the drain. There is constant water flow coming through the drain, which will probably be causing lots and lots of issues. So yeah, that one there is not good, and that's all from the toilet basically, because the cistern of the toilet is malfunctioning. So it's constantly letting water flow through. There we go, let's close that up. And then yeah, again, there's a hole there. There's another couple of holes further up. I'm not sure if my camera's going to be, no, it's around the back. Don't know if you can see that, probably not. Just about there where it's sticking out. So yeah, lots of issues and lots of flies as well. It was the job that I was on previously, as you can tell. I'm now in my normal regular clothes. Customer basically called us out. It was a landlord, and they had a blocked pipe, and they called us out to unblock it. We turned up, and there was no blockage. You could see, obviously, there was a lot of kind of like gunk and stuff growing on the outside of the drain, but the inside was flowing quite nicely. So we tested the system, make sure there was no blockage in the manhole or in the drains at any point. And yeah, no, all clear. There was a steady stream coming from the toilet basically because there was a problem with the toilet cistern. But yeah, not a problem. So we then started looking at the pipe and being like, wait, okay, why is it leaking? And there was a crack down the side. Yeah. So interestingly enough, it's asbestos. There's certain things that need to be disclaimed, which are asbestos, how you deal with it. Very important there. Basically, asbestos is toxic when you inhale it. And yeah, it breaks down and easily creates little asbestos dust particles when inhaled, causes lung problems. So when dealing with asbestos, really, really important that you contact a licensed asbestos remover. And the main reason for that is because they've got the correct gear, correct PPE, and everything that they need to remove and deal with asbestos safely. Making it clear, we would obviously deal with the asbestos with a third party, not ourselves, that would be licensed. And then we would also then deal with the stack pipe and install a new one. So very importantly, one, because we don't know what we're doing, and two, because it's dangerous. So we tend to stay clear of asbestos and then deal with it with a third party. Just leave it where it is, because you don't have to pay any money to leave things where they are. But if you do need to remove it or deal with it, obviously you've got to then get a company out. But what we would do is we would contact a company, a licensed company, that deals with specifically asbestos removal. They will come in, they've got the right equipment, the right gear, they know how to deal with it, remove the asbestos and deal with it professionally. So yeah, obviously at the same time, what we say, we're not the professionals here, and obviously guidelines change, rules about how you deal with asbestos changes and everything like that. So it's always good to contact an asbestos company yourself before you do any work. And yeah, it breaks down and easily creates little asbestos dust particles when inhaled, causes lung problems. They've got the correct gear, correct PPE and everything that they need to remove and deal with asbestos safely.